Well, what a game we have in store for you today. The hype has been building all week and the fans are pouring into the stadium. The tension palpable. It is Olympique Lyonnais. They face Paris Saint-Germain and it's coming up live here on EA TV. And welcome to a city that's had plenty to shout about on the football front in recent years. We're in Lyon, here in East Central France. I'm Derek Ray, ready to bring you match commentary, and alongside me is Stuart Robson. And coming up, live action from Ligue 1, technically speaking, one of the finest leagues in the world. It is Olympique Lyonnais against Paris Saint-Germain.
Well, thanks, Derek, as always. The scene is set, two good teams, a great playing surface and a vibrant atmosphere. Has all the ingredients for a really exciting game.
And here's the starting 11 for Lyon. Anthony Lopez begins in goal. Benjamin Pavard plays with Nicolas Tagliafico in the fullback positions. Hidetoshi Nakata plays with Alain Saint-Maximin in the wide areas. And the lead striker today is Alex Lacazette. And here is the initial 11 for Paris Saint-Germain. Mike Maignan begins in goal. Marco Verratti starts with Fabian in the centre of midfield. And up front, Antoine Griezmann starts alongside Kylian Mbappé. And now they get the ball rolling. Silva. Pavard. Nakata. Now with Pelé. And back with Pelé. Pelé. Onto Nakata. Superb block. Well, not giving the opposition a look in. That's strong play. Careless in possession. And I think we're always going to refer to Pelé as the king. Stuart, what might we see from him in this match?
Well, Derek, we know he loves linking up with other players, but it's when he's in and around the penalty area, that's when he's at his most dangerous, when he plays little 1-2s around his marker and then plays the next forward pass into a runner. He could be the key to unlocking this defence.
Teammates available. Well, disappointing end to the move. Lacazette. Pelé. And back to Lacazette. And a fine cross. Clattered away. And the emphasis is on creativity. Saint-Maximin. Pelé, high echelon goalkeeping there. And the short option preferred. Well read to ease the pressure. Nakata. Now with Saint-Maximin. The cross is on. Still pushing for that goal that would see them forge ahead. Saint-Maximin. Ball with Nicolas Tagliafico. Losing possession here. Neymar. Here's Mbappé. And acres of space for PSG out wide. And a corner kick, the referee's verdict. They favoured a short one here. Out of play, PSG throw-in forthcoming. Well, possibilities in the centre. Verratti, can he put them in front? Corner awarded to PSG. Elects to go short. Fabian. On to Ginola. Determined block. Maxime. Over the touchline of what will be a PSG throw. Neymar. Verratti. Hakimi. And it took a touch on the way through, so a corner here. But he's gone short with it. Fabian. He can't hold on to it. Well, good defending, clattered out of there.
Well, you sense it's just a matter of time before they do score, Derek. They've been piling on the pressure now and really should be ahead in this one.
Saint-Maximin. And an astute piece of defending. And back to Maxwell. Well, couldn't quite find his teammate. Mbappé. On to Fabian. Superb block. Counter-attacking, very much an option. They need to get bodies back. Players back to cover. Lacazette here. How can he take them on and beat them? And Lacazette. On to Nakata. Pavard. With a textbook interception. Strong play here. Perfect example of how to put in a tackle, and a corner will be next. Going short. And Neymar, can they forge ahead? This might be ideal for the counter. Defenders need to cover. And Lacazette. Superb block on the back of the ball from the flank. And back to Maxwell. Neymar. Well, the sound of the half-time whistle here at the Groupama Arena. Well, probably a fair assessment of his first half's work would be a mixed bag.
Yes, there's certainly room for improvement. He's struggled to have any real impact on the game. He hasn't got on the ball enough, and when he has, he's given it away cheaply. But I'm sure we'll see a marked improvement in the second half.
So they get the ball rolling in the second half. Even Steven here. So little to choose between the sides. Well-timed tackle. And the emphasis is on creativity. And space to cross it. Saint-Maximin. Now with Nakata. Well, can they make one of these passes count? Might be dangerous. Well, the only way to say it is he got it all horribly wrong, Stuart.
Well, he has to make the keeper work harder than that. That's a tame finish. Well, this has to get better because as those stats confirm, the attacking play from both sides just hasn't been good enough. It's all been a little bit too cautious so far.
Well, a really single-minded piece of defending to make sure nothing untoward happened. Mbappé. Fabian. Now with Ginola. Back to Fabian. Not the easiest of situations for the keeper. And a substitution in the offing. Short corner it is. Marquinhos. And a goal here from Griezmann. The first of the night. And that should serve as a huge boost.
Well, here it is again. He hits this so sweetly, doesn't he? That's a brilliant goal from a top-class player.
Are back underway, and 1-0 it is. Let's see what happens next. Chance to do damage. Kakere. And no joy as far as the cross was concerned. A good effective pressure high up the pitch. And Lyon have it back now. Hidetoshi Nakata. Griezmann. Well, not the pass he had in mind. Nakata. And Pavard on the ball. Chouameni. And he read it well defensively. And back to Maxwell. Could cross it in here. Ginola. Well, the attack carried an initial threat, but fizzled out. Lacazette. On the ball, Nakata. And return to Lacazette. Cross could be useful. Oh, wonder goal! Right out of the top drawer. Who can do better than that?
Well, here it is again, and all you can do is admire the skill. That's a really clever goal, you have to say.
So underway again, following the goal that made things level. And back to Maxwell. Neymar. Here's Fabian. Griezmann. Smuggled away. Mbappé. Superb defensive judgment to end the attack. Kakere. On to Lacazette. Hakimi. Verratti. Fabian. Now Griezmann. Hakimi. And back with Griezmann. Well, they couldn't take advantage of the opportunity. And the conditions look pretty good for the counter-attack. But a good piece of defending to bring it to an end. And now he must score! He had to score, and he does!
Well, just look at the defending here. They've made it so easy for him in the end. That's just not good enough.
What a big moment in the dying embers. Will it prove decisive here? Fabian. And the minutes are ticking away. Can Lyon get over the line?
Well, it's been a decent performance from them. They've certainly played the more expansive football and had the better individuals. Can they now just see this through? Not long left.
Mbappé. And players waiting in the centre. Well, he dealt with that ball played in rather well. Now, counter-attacking possibilities here. Excellent vision. Well, he had a decent reading of that ball in. Pelé. In it goes! He's made it a brace for himself. No stopping him, apparently.
Well, here you can see it again. Good run, great strength, and a composed finish under pressure. That's a top-class goal.
Well, the action continues, and no shortage of goals. 3-1 as things stand. We've been waiting to find out. Now we know a minimum of 3 added minutes here. Griezmann. On to Verratti. Really good high press. And a goal! They've cut into the lead! It's not settled yet!
Well, here's the replay, and you can see why the manager is furious. It's just really poor play, offering up possession far too easily in a dangerous area. And at this level, if you keep doing that, you're going to get punished. It's just not good enough.
And there we have it. The referee brings this match to an end and a positive result for Lyon. What did you think of it?
Well, Derek, it was very competitive. Chances at both ends, but I feel they were the better team and they deserved their victory.
Well, he often cuts the figure of a thinking person's footballer. And Stuart, he's thought his way throughout this match.
Well, what more could you ask for? His build-up play was clever, his movement was dynamic, and he scored a couple of goals. What a player he is.
This really should be a game to savour. Olympique Lyonnais get the match started. Pelé. High echelon goalkeeping there. Not the easiest of situations for the keeper. And a substitution in the offing. Short corner it is. Marquinhos. And a goal here from Griezmann, the first of the night. And that should serve as a huge boost. And return to Lacazette. Cross could be useful. Oh, wonder goal! Right out of the top drawer. Who could do better than that? And now he must score. He had to score, and he does. Well, he had a decent reading of that ball in. In it goes! He's made it a brace for himself. No stopping him, apparently. On to Verratti. And a goal!